The Roman Theater of Mérida, built at the time of Emperor Augustus in the 1st century, we can see the main part of the colonnade that was part of the orchestra. We can also see the area of the stands and the scene. As you can see, the columns formed what was known as the pulpitum. The Temple of Diana has a hexastyle colonnade and a peristyle, a colonnade that surrounded the entire temple, and as you can see inside the temple, part of the structure of the Conde de los Cobo Palace was built. Here we can see the forum with statues representing the god Jupiter, Medusa, and other deities that were part of the important Roman triad. The building presents a magnificent structure with columns of the compound capital. It is located in the main part of the Roman city of Mérida. The Roman Amphitheater is another work of the 1st century from the time of Augustus. Here we can see a structure made up of 2 stands or cavias joined in one, and by an arena and a moat of which we are not completely sure which is the function. On the one hand, it was thought to guard the cages of wild beasts, and on the other hand, it could be to fill up with water and carry out naval battles. It has arrived in a magnificent state of conservation due to the subsequent restorations that have been carried out over the years. The Arab citadel is built on buildings from the Roman period. One of them we can see. We can see this Roman house, with its magnificent rooms and remains of what looks like a thermal pool. A little further on, we can also see the remains of the road itself from the Roman period. And just around this building is where the construction of the citadel begins, from the Muslim period, where we can see the remains of the room with its walls and ashlars. The Temple of the Basilica of Santa Eulalia, whose initial construction dates from the 5th century, is where the remains of the Bishop of Emerita Augusta and of the martyr Saint Eulalia herself are located, or were initially located. These crypts are found underground under the 13th century temple to which it belongs. The temple presents a part with columns in addition to the temple to the god Mars from Roman times. Here we can contemplate the supposed place of the sepulchre of the saint and the bishop, which we can visit through a structure created for this purpose. The Roman Bridge of Mérida linked the city with the Silver Route, which reached the ancient city of Hispalis. The entrance was through this bridge. It has a series of semicircular arches that reached the entrance of the city. On the left, we have the House of the Moorish. It is an area where there are Roman remains, and on the right, we can see the Roman house of the Alcazaba. From the Roman road, you reach the city and the Arab citadel. The citadel featured a mosque on a structure built to store water, a cistern that collected water from the Guadiana River itself. Here we can see the remains of this small mosque used by the military garrison for their worship. In the background, remains of the Qibla and the mihrab oriented naturally towards the east, towards Mecca. Let's observe the mihrab, space where the Quran was left. To end this brief visit, we can even see remains of the wall that was part of it. The wall of the Arab wall took advantage of the initial part of the Roman wall, and on the other hand, the reinforcement made by the Visigoths. The difference between both constructions was latent due to the type of building and the subsequent addition. This was done for the first part of the wall because just behind these images would be the main wall. In this case, it was built by the Visigoths. We hope that this brief explanation has been to your liking. For more information, do not forget to subscribe. Click on I like and on the bell. Thank you very much.